A renowned professor has created a task that a 30-something couple named Mikey and Kate have been chosen to take part in. Living in an immaculate room, a single room for 50 days, is the task. They stand to win $5 million if they succeed. If they lose, the last person standing will take home $1 million. The immaculate room is a sterile, unadorned white room with just a bed, a restroom, and a food dispenser. Other than the essential necessities, nothing is available in this room. A countdown timer is visible, tracking the pronouncements made by a robotic voice overhead. At first, Mikey and Kate are positive they can win, but as the days go by, they start to lose interest in everything and become depressed. Their only source of food is an ugly liquid in a carton. When Mikey finds a bug, he wants to leave the room to release it, but he fights with Kate because he thinks he won't be allowed to, which leads to Kate stomping on the bug by mistake and upsetting Mikey. Mikey, unable to contain his excitement, blows $100,000 of the winnings on a treat that turns out to be a green crayon. Even though Mikey is content and spends his time sketching all over the room till the crayon runs out, Kate feels that the treat was not worth the money. Kate is startled one day when a gun emerges out of nowhere on the bathroom counter. The announcer tells her that it is not permitted to dispose of it in the laundry chute and that they should kick it under the bed. One day, the room is filled with pre-recorded films of Mikey and Kate's loved ones. Mikey receives a message from his older sister, who believes that he and Kate are still not over. She advises Mikey to utilize his time in the room to think back on his past tragedy. Kate is moved to tears by the second communication, which comes from an elderly guy living in a homeless shelter. When Kate confesses that the man is her father, who she never saw since he was an alcoholic and blew all the money her family had when she was younger, Mikey consoles her. Mikey is getting bored more and more, so Kate proposes he have another treat. A stunning nude woman introduces herself as Simone, an actress. Uncomfortable, Kate forces Mikey to give Simone his shirt as a disguise since she doesn't trust the woman because she resembles Mikey's ex. With Kate in the midst, they all share a bed and go to sleep together. When Kate purchases a treat, it turns out to be MDMA. The three of them take it, despite her warning to Mikey not to, and while high, Mikey has an emotional breakdown and screams that he wants to leave the room. Following that, Kate informs Simone about Sean, Mikey's brother, who passed away many years ago while Mikey was meant to be keeping an eye on him. A few days later, Simone vanishes in a note saying, "No one has ever made love to me like that before, SXOX, is written on the wall. Mikey gets pushed by Kate when she accuses him of having an affair with Simone. He hits his head on a wall corner and falls to the ground, bleeding. He tells her the room has altered them for the worst and is off to leave, with or without her, saddened that she doesn't trust him. Mikey is unmoved by Kate's pleas for him to refrain, so she threatens him with the gun. Ultimately, she finds it difficult to shoot him as he walks away. With just 2 days remaining, Kate detestably spends her time by herself in the chamber and holds out her hand to push the red quit button. In a flashback, Kate, who hasn't seen Mikey in a while, bumps into him after visiting her father at the homeless shelter. In response, she asks how his sister is doing instead of answering Mikey's inquiry on whether she completed the task and received the money. As they leave, a plaque on the shelter is displayed, indicating that funds from an unidentified donor, possibly Kate, were used to construct the new kitchen. A newlywed couple enters the room in the final picture, beaming.